Hi, I'm Father Mark, and I'm with John and Ashley in Arona. And one of the things I've been looking forward to in coming to Italy is, of course, their coffee, their cappuccino, and their gelato. We know that Jesus comes to us in Scripture and tradition, and the Italian culture too comes to us in two ways, primarily in gelato and in coffee. Ashley, you love coffee too. Tell us a little bit about the Italian coffee.
Well, I tell you, Father Mark, here in Italy, the way it works is that a day without coffee is a day not lived, you know. And it's so much a part of the culture. It's a way, certainly, for socializing, too. It's very common that people get together in the morning and the afternoon to have a coffee together. And there are many different ways that you can order coffee in one of these coffee shops. They're called coffee bars. And you can order it probably in about 20 different ways. And each way will come with a different sized cup, a different shaped saucer with different amounts of milk, that sort of thing. And so they're really artists of coffee. And it's quite fascinating because, of course, in the climate here in Italy, they don't grow coffee here. Most of their coffee comes from Latin America, comes from Indonesia, and yet they have really become masters of the preparation of coffee.
Right. And they like to drink it sometimes out of glass.
That's right.
Why is that?
Well, Italians will tell you that it tastes different in the different cups in which it's given. Also, it depends on the heat of the coffee. So in the US, we often have coffee that's boiling hot, whereas here it's usually not served quite that hot. You can ask for that. You can ask for caffè bollente if that's what you prefer. So there's definitely something for everybody in the coffee world, but coffee, the espresso machine that we see in all of these coffee bars only was patented in 1900. So it's actually a newer phenomenon, if you can imagine, but there are coffee houses scattered around every street. I mean, sometimes you feel like every other storefront that you pass is a little coffee place. So it's a lot of fun to come in and have a little cappuccino or a café in this case.
Now, John and I have lattes, and that is actually breaking Italian tradition. They like to have their espressos right without milk in the afternoon. It's unheard of for them to drink the coffees with the milk. Why is that?
Well, they see milk as a breakfast food. And so the idea of having something sweet like that later in the day or after a meal is just not appealing to the Italians. Mm-hmm.
All right, well, we're going to enjoy our coffee, and hope you've enjoyed this little bit of sharing on Italian culture. All right, well, the other thing you have to do in Italy, of course, is have the gelato. What is gelato?
Well, gelato, it would be the equivalent of what we would say ice cream, what we would call ice cream in our country, but it's not the same. Actually, there is less fat in gelato. There's more sugar in gelato. There's also a lot less what's called overage. Overage is the amount of air that is churned into the ice cream or the gelato. Ice cream has about 50%. The gelato has about 20, which makes it a lot denser. So the taste is more intense with the gelato. And here, there are 150 flavors to choose from. So it might take us a while to go through all of them.
It sounds like you've had some gelato before.
Maybe have, yes. We're experts in this field, Father.
So I've looked at the counter here. There's a lot of different flavors. I'm going to get pistachio and raspberry.
I think it's a good choice.
And what are you going to get?
I'm going to get an almond.
Okay.
And John?
A Foresta Nera, which is black forest. So the nice combination of the chocolate, raspberry, vanilla coming all together.
Okay. Well, we're going to make our way over here and place our order.